Glory to the Lord. Welcome to 10th standard. Dear children, hope that you are all fine in your home. By God's grace, you are all promoted to standard 10. Congratulations. Be thankful to God for the promotion. Due to quarantine, the classes are going on in online. This is the class for mathematics. Keep a separate note for this class. Follow the class properly and take notes regularly. Dear children, hope that you are following the class taken by another teacher on chapter 1. Now we are going to learn chapter 3, algebra. What does algebra mean? What does algebra mean? Algebra is the science of determining the unknowns. It's a science of determining the unknowns because it consists of constants and variables. Algebra, which is the science of determining the unknowns, involves constants and variables. Constants have the same value. They involve numbers. They have the same value in all the problems. Variables, they have different values in different problems. Variables have different values in different problems. It involves alphabets. Algebra, which is the science of determining the unknown, involves constants and variables. And constants are the same value, which involves number. Variables, they have different values. They are changeables. They are involves alphabets. These constants and variables are formed algebraic expressions. Constants and variables are joined and formed algebraic expression. Based on the number of terms in an expression, the expression may be monomial, binomial, trinomial or polynomial. Monomial, binomial, trinomial or polynomial. Polynomial has only one term. Example, 3x minus 5y. Binomial, it has two terms, 4x plus 2y and 3b minus 5q. Trinomial, it has three terms, 3a plus 4b minus c or 5m plus 2m plus 4 etc. All these involve in polynomial, and also polynomial consists of the terms more than 3 terms. For example, 3x cube minus 2x square minus 5x plus 1. All these things already you learned in the lower classes, and in 7th and 8th, 9th standard already learned the equations on algebra and solving of linear equations also. In 10th standard, we are going to learn more about the solving of linear equations in depth. Equations, algebraic equations. Based on the degree of an equation, the equations are classified into 3. Based on the degree of the equation. What is degree? Degree is the highest power of an equation. Degree is the highest power of an equation. Based on the degree, the equations may be linear equation, quadratic equation and cubic equation. Linear equation, the degree is 1. That is the highest power is 1. Quadratic equation, the degree is 2. Highest power is 2. Cubic equation, degree is 3. This class we are going to learn linear equation in one variable or one unknown, which already you learned in lower classes. Just recall that. Linear equation in one variable or one unknown. Examples, 4x is equal to 20. P plus 5 is equal to minus 10. In this 4x is equal to 20, x is a variable. P plus 5 is equal to minus 10, P is a variable. These equations involve only one variable and their degree is 1. Therefore, they are known as the linear equation in one unknown. How to solve this linear equation in one unknown? Linear equation in one unknown can be solved with one equation in one step. We don't need to go for more steps. Linear equation in one unknown can be solved with given equation, the one equation, and also in only one step. Just look at the examples carefully. I have taken the first subdivision. 4x is equal to 20. Here it is only one variable. We have to find it. X is equal to, take the 4 to right hand side. It is divided by 20 divided by 4. X is equal to 5. In the second subdivision, P plus 5 is equal to minus 10. P is a variable. we have to find it. So keep it in the left hand side of the equation. Take plus 5 to the right hand side, which will change in sign and becomes minus 5. So P is equal to minus 15. So algebraic equation, that is the linear equation in one unknown, can be solved with one given equation and also in one step. But linear equations in two variables cannot be done in one step. It has to do some more steps. How to do the linear equation in two unknowns? We will see it now. Equations in two variables. Now we are going to see about linear equations in two variables. Here the degree of the equation is 1, but it consists of two variables. The degree of the equation is 1, it consists of two variables. The general form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. General form of an equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. X and y are the variables. X and y are the variables. A is the coefficient of x, b is the coefficient of y. A and b are non-zero values. A and b are non-zero values. A, b and c are real numbers. A, b and c are belong to real numbers. So general form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. The variables are x and y. Some examples: 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. Here the variables are x and y. 5p plus 4q is equal to minus 10. Here the variables are p and q. Each of the equations have two variables. Therefore, they are linear equations in two variables or two unknowns. How to solve this? Already we learned how to solve the linear equation in one unknown. That is, in one equation is enough using one single step. But here to solve linear equations with two unknowns or two variables, it involves two steps. Listen, example 3.2 in your book. 3.1 I will teach you later. Now we are going to learn example 3.2 in your book. The first equation is given as 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. Second equation is x plus y is equal to 1. Two equations are needed. These are the linear equations because their degree is 1 and they have two variables. So they are the linear equation in two variables. To solve them, we need two equations. How to solve them? Thus we call the elimination method. Eliminating means among the two variables, we have to eliminate one of the variable. Among the two variables, we have to eliminate one of the variable. Which variable should be selected? Usually select the variable which has the same coefficient. You know what is the coefficient of a variable? The number given before the variable is known as the coefficient. Here the coefficient of x is 2. Here the coefficient of x is 1. Here the coefficient of y is minus 3. Here the coefficient of y is plus 1. Select the variable with the same coefficient but different signs. Here in this two equation, either x or y do not have same coefficient. So what to do? Just to change one of the equation. Change one of the equation and change the variable which is to be eliminated. Here in both the equations, y has different signs. Here y is in minus sign, here y is in plus sign. So we can easily eliminate y if their coefficients are same. So we have to change the coefficient of y in the second equation. To make a change in one equation, we have to multiply the whole equation by the number. We have to change the coefficient of one variable in any equation. The full equation should be multiplied by the number. Here we are going to multiply the first equation by 1. So first equation into 1 gives you 2x minus 3y equal to 6. The same equation. Because multiplying by 1 does not make any change. The second equation, what we have to decide to eliminate? We have decided to eliminate y. Here the coefficient of y is minus 3. So we have to change the coefficient of y in the second equation also 3. So to change y into 3, we have to multiply by 3. So multiply the full second equation by 3. Equation 2 into 3, which gives you x into 3, 3x, y into 3, 3y, and 1 into 3, 3. Now, in both the equation, the y variable has the same coefficient in different size. So we can directly eliminate them. Then add the x term, 2x plus 3x. Normal addition, already know that 2x plus 3x is equal to 5x, and 6 plus 3, the constant should be added up, that is equal to 9. Now 5x is equal to 9, the linear equation in two variable now become a linear equation in one variable. So find what is x, x is equal to 9 by 5. Then substitute the value of x is equal to 9 by 5 in the second equation. We can substitute in either 1 or 2, but as the second equation is a simpler format, I decided to substitute in second equation to find y.
3.
Substituting x is equal to 9 by 5 in the second equation. 9 by 5 in the place of x I am substituting 9 by 5 plus y is equal to 1. Then we have to find y, keep it in the LHS and take 9 by 5 to the RHS, which is equal to 1 minus 9 by 5, and you know how to solve them by taking LCM. 5 minus 9 by 5 by 5, y is equal to minus 4 by 5. So now we got the answer for the variable x and also y. Answer is x is equal to 9 by 5 and y is equal to minus 4 by 5. And look at example 3.1 in your book. It is a statement sum. I know that most of you are allergic to the statement sum, but it is easy to do that if you read it carefully. Read the sum carefully and understand what is given, what is to be found. What is given and what is to be find out. So here I am reading the question, follow me. The father's age is 6 times his son's age. Father's present age and son's present age are compared. Father is 6 times older as his son. And 6 years hence. Hence means after, 6 years after, the age of father will be 4 times his son's age. So 6 years after, their relations is given, father is 4 times his son's age. Find the present ages in years of the son and father. We have to find the present ages. Here no equation is given, we have to frame the equation. So far, what is to be find, we have to assign the variables. So I have assigned, let father's present age be x years and son's present age be y years. Let us frame the equations. We assumed the present age of father be x years, son be y years. Present age, at present age of father is x years, son be y years. So what is the data given about their present age relation? Father is 6 times older than his son. That is x is equal to 6y. Father's age is always greater, so we have to multiply son's age by 6. X is equal to 6y. From this derive the equation, bring the 6y this side, then it is x minus 6y is equal to 0, which is the first equation. So the relation between father's and son's present age is given. We have taken father's present age be x years, son's present age be y years. At present, the father is 6 times is older than his son. So x is equal to 6y, x minus 6y is equal to 0 is the first equation. Then we have to find the equation by given information. Their ages after 6 years. That is 6 year times hence means after. So at present x years mean after 6 years father's age be x plus 6. At present you may be 14 or 15 years old. After 6 years means we have to add 6 with your present age. Like that here father's age is x at present. So father's age after 6 years is x plus 6 years. Son's present age is y, but after 6 years son's age be y plus 6. Normally you make mistakes in this, so whether it is given after or before, you have to read it carefully. As it is after with the percentage, we have to add 6 for father and 6 for son's age. Now we have to frame equation with the given data for after 6 years. So after 6 years by given data, father's age is 4 times his son's age. Father's age after 6 years is x plus 6. Which is equal to 4 times. So I am multiplying by 4. 4 into son's age. Son's age after 6 years is y plus 6. So second given data, it gives us father's age is equal to 4 times son's age. X plus 6 is equal to 4 of y plus 6. Frame it into an equation. X plus 6 is equal to multiply the two terms by 4. Listen carefully, multiply the two terms in the bracket by 4. Most of you make a mistake, we just multiply y alone by 4 and left to 6. But here carefully multiply 4 into y, 4y, 4 into 6, 24. And take the constants all to the RHS, variables to the LHS. X is here, 4y is coming from the RHS to LHS, changes in sign, minus 4y, and 6 is going to the RHS, which is minus 6. It gives the equation as x minus 4y is equal to 18. Now we got the second equation. Now as usual, what we learned in the previous sum, how to eliminate one variable. Now we got two linear equations, two unknowns, x and y. The first equation is x minus 6y is equal to 0. Second equation is x minus 4y is equal to 18. Here I have taken both the equation as it is because in both the equation, x has the same coefficient 1. But both are plus 1. So we have to change the second equation as in sign. All the terms in the second equation should be changed in sign. So in the plus 1, here it is changed as the minus. And this all the terms should be changed in sign. That is important. So minus x, minus 4y is changed as plus 4y, 18 is changed as minus 18. Now here plus x, minus x, they will be eliminated after adding minus 6 plus 4. Keep it in mind, with the change in the sign you have to do the operation. Minus 6 plus 4 which is equal to minus 2y, and here 0 minus 18 minus 18. Now we got a linear equation in one variable y. So minus 2y is equal to minus 18, y is equal to minus 18 by 2, y is equal to 9. We got the answer for 9. So here we got the answer, y is equal to 9. To find x, we have to substitute y is equal to 9 in equation 1. X minus 6 of 9. In the place of y I substitute 9 equal to 0, and x minus 54 is equal to 0. 6 9s are 54. So x is equal to 54. Now we got the values of x and y. So the answer is father's present age is 54 years and son's present age is 9 years. Children, hope that you understand how to solve linear equations in two variables. This is just recalling what you have learned in the previous classes. So to make your understanding somewhat stronger, homework is given, do that. The fifth sum you do with the notes given. The next class we will enter into the 10th standard portion, that is linear equation involving three variables. Be ready, do that. Thank you.